Welcome to Bakemas 2023 episode 5. Today we are doing a German chocolate brownie mix in a jar. So what you're going to need to start is a quart size wide mouth jar, clean and dry. You're going to want a wide mouth funnel. You can find these wherever you find your kitchen supplies or probably at your grocery store. Or you can make one with foil, which is what I'm going to be using today. And then for your ingredients, today we're going to need sugar, cocoa powder, more sugar, chopped pecans, chocolate chips, shredded coconut, and flour. All right, so we have our funnel, and the first thing we're going to put in is 1 cup of white sugar. Now we want each of our layers to be nice and level, just so our jar is nice and pretty, but also these jars are pretty, with all the ingredients, they're gonna be pretty packed full. So I don't know how much sugar actually packs down, but maybe a little bit. So I find that the side of my 1/4 cup measuring spoon is a pretty good tool to pack it down. Next up, we have cocoa powder. I would definitely use a spoon to help you transfer the cocoa powder into your jar. If I didn't say already, we're using 2/3 of a cup. Ooh. If you want really pretty layers, you can use a paper towel, a dry paper towel, to wipe any cocoa dust off of the inside of your jar. And shaking your jar also will help level the ingredients and knock out some of the air to help compress it. Another thing to do to help achieve nice pretty layers in your jar is to wipe out your funnel after you pour your cocoa through it. Next, we have another layer of sugar, this time 3/4 of a cup. Level out that layer. Next, we have a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. The recipe says milk chocolate, but I am a semi-sweet chocolate chip baker. On top of our chocolate chips, we have a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. And I'm going to pack our jar down a bit here and level it out. Next, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of flaked coconut. The recipe doesn't specify if we're to use unsweetened or sweetened. I ended up buying sweetened because it was cheaper. It was cheaper for me. I had my store's house brand sweetened coconut or the organic unsweetened, and it was like $2 difference. And I was like, I don't use coconut, so I was definitely just gonna take the cheaper option. Now, our jar looks pretty full, but we're not done yet. Lastly, we need to add 1 cup of flour. You may need to work in batches, adding in a couple spoonfuls, packing it down, and repeating. Now be careful when you go to pack your flour down into your jar because there is air in it and you're gonna get little flour plumes coming back up. So take your time. It's okay if you make a little mess. It's okay if some of your flour doesn't make it into the jar. It's okay. If you don't think you're gonna make it, keep pressing, literally. To the brim. All right, wipe off the flour so your jar can get a nice seal on it. When you put the lid on, So there we have it, our German chocolate brownie mix in a jar. I will leave the ingredients and instructions on how to compose this brownie mix down below in the description for you guys, along with the instructions that you'll need to print out or write out and give to your recipient with this jar so that they know how to bake their brownies. There are still more Bakemas 2023 episodes to come, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so that you're notified when the next episodes come out. Hit that like button if you liked today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.